The notion that the mainstream media is attempting to mind control people into becoming Satanists is a complex and multifaceted topic. While it may seem like a far-fetched conspiracy theory, there are some compelling arguments that suggest the media is indeed promoting a certain ideology that can be perceived as satanic. To begin with, it's essential to define what Satanism entails. Satanism, in its most basic form, is the worship of Satan or the embrace of a philosophical framework that values individualism, self-empowerment, and the rejection of traditional moral and spiritual norms. The mainstream media, comprising television, film, music, and social media platforms, has an enormous influence on shaping public opinion and cultural values. One of the primary ways the media is alleged to promote Satanism is through the normalization of occult symbolism and imagery. Many popular TV shows, movies, and music videos feature symbols, such as the all-seeing eye, the pentagram, or the hexagram, which are associated with occultism and Satanism. While these symbols may not necessarily be satanic in nature, their widespread presence in the media can contribute to a desensitization of the public to their potential significance. Furthermore, the media often portrays characters or individuals who embody satanic ideologies such as the pursuit of power, wealth, and self-interest, as role models or heroes. This can be seen in TV shows like The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, where characters who engage in morally questionable behavior are often depicted as strong and admirable. Similarly, music artists like Kanye West and Lady Gaga have been accused of promoting satanic ideologies through their lyrics and music videos. While these artists may not necessarily identify as Satanists, their work can still be seen as contributing to a cultural zeitgeist that values individualism and self-empowerment over traditional moral and spiritual values. Another way the media is alleged to promote Satanism is through the promotion of a "do what thou wilt" mentality, which is a central tenet of satanic philosophy. This ideology, popularized by Aleister Crowley, emphasizes the importance of individual freedom and the rejection of external authority. While this philosophy can be seen as empowering and liberating, it can also be interpreted as a call to abandon traditional moral and spiritual principles. The media often promotes this ideology through shows and movies that feature characters who reject authority and pursue their own desires, regardless of the consequences. The role of social media in promoting satanic ideologies is also worth examining. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok often feature influencers and content creators who promote the lifestyle that is centered around self-empowerment, materialism, and the pursuit of pleasure. While these individuals may not necessarily identify as Satanists, their content can still be seen as contributing to a cultural narrative that values individualism and hedonism over traditional values. Furthermore, social media algorithms often prioritize content that is provocative, sensational, or attention-grabbing, which can lead to the amplification of satanic ideologies and symbolism. It's essential to note that the idea that the mainstream media is actively trying to mind control people into becoming Satanists is a gross oversimplification of a complex issue. The media is a reflection of societal values and cultural trends, and its content is often shaped by a variety of factors, including commercial interests, artistic expression, and social commentary. However, it's also important to recognize that the media has a profound impact on shaping public opinion and cultural values, and its promotion of certain ideologies and symbolism can have unintended consequences. In conclusion, while the idea that the mainstream media is trying to mind control people into becoming Satanists may seem like a conspiracy theory, there are some compelling arguments that suggest the media is indeed promoting a certain ideology that can be perceived as satanic. The normalization of occult symbolism, the portrayal of characters who embody satanic ideologies, and the promotion of a "do what thou wilt" mentality are all contributing factors to a cultural zeitgeist that values individualism and self-empowerment over traditional moral and spiritual values. As consumers of media, it's essential to be aware of these trends and to critically evaluate the content we consume, recognizing both the potential benefits and drawbacks of the ideologies and symbolism that are being promoted.